In this video, we're going to look at how to calculate the volume of a sphere, and we have our formula here. Volume is 4/3 pi r cubed, and a note with this one is when you take this off the formula sheet, just be really careful you do copy it out correctly. A couple of things often go wrong here when people copy out this formula. One is people don't like the 4/3, so tend to write it as 3/4 by accident. And the other thing is because when you're dealing with circle for years, you're so used to writing down pi r squared for the area of a circle, then when you write pi r, quite often people accidentally put in a squared sign there. So the formula is 4/3 times pi r cubed. Let's use that formula for our first example down here. So we're given a sphere and we're asked to calculate the volume. So again, first step will be volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. We're going to write out our formula, and then we're going to start to substitute into that. Now there's only one thing to substitute into this formula, which is the radius. But again, with any time you're given radius or diameter, or asked for radius or diameter, make sure that's actually what you have. So radius, remember, is from the centre of the sphere to the outside. So that's 6 that's given to us here. That is definitely the radius, so I can use that in here. And again, that is 6 cubed this time. So you'll need to make sure you know where the cube button is on your calculator. To type in the 4/3, remember your calculator may have a fraction button, which you can make it look like this. However, if not, or if you don't want to bother with that, you can just type this in as 4 divided by 3 times pi times 6 cubed. So typing that into our calculator is 904.78. And the units there, because this is meters for my length, my volume will be in cubic meters. Related to the volume of a sphere is you'll get a lot of questions that have a hemisphere in them. A hemisphere is basically a sphere cut in half. So you can be asked to calculate the volume of that. The only formula you will be given, though, is you will be given the volume of a sphere formula on the formula sheet. So obviously, but this being half a sphere, all we do is we adapt the formula slightly. So instead of volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed, which is our volume of a sphere formula, all we're going to do is we're going to put in front of that in here a half of. Now, a half of the volume of a sphere will give us the volume of this hemisphere. When we're finding a half of something in maths, that is the same as a half times something. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. That's going to become a half times 4/3 times pi times and radius cubed. Just again check, do I have the radius? Radius is from the centre of the full sphere to the edge, so that 3 is radius, so that's 3 cubed. Now again, typing this into your calculator, you can just do 1 divided by 2 times 4 divided by 3 times pi times 3 cubed, and we end up with 56.55, and that is cubic centimetres, cubic units for volume, remember, and I've just rounded that off to 2 decimal places.